Does the Weber cold nylon brush clean your grill as well as their old metal one? Let's test it and find out. And in case you missed it, these metal brushes are prone to having these little metal bristles break off and then they land on your grill, get stuck to your food, and then people eat them. And that's absolutely bad news. And Weber recalled over 3 million of these brushes, and I wanted to see if it was worth your time to submit a recall to get the nylon brush instead, let alone even buying one. And for this, I'm gonna use my standard test grill, which has stainless steel bars on one side and cast iron grill grates on the other, which will match just about anything that you might have out there. And as part of this, I cooked up some burgers with some cheese to make a little bit of extra mess, and about 10 pounds of chicken thighs. If you've ever cooked chicken thighs, you know it'll leave a mess behind on the grill with all that grease. And I prefer to clean my grill while it's still hot a little while after I'm done cooking on it because I found that gets the stuff off the absolute easiest. But these nylon brushes would melt at those temperatures, and so it has to be done on a cool or a cold grill instead. Now, the ideal situation would be for you to do it about an hour after you're done cooking, so it's at least still the same day. In reality, I'm not gonna do that. So my test, I left it overnight so that way it was good and dried on there. When we look at this test, the hamburgers were pretty lean, so they didn't leave much of a mess behind, and the nylon grill brush took care of it without any issues. And those chicken thighs left a big mess on the grill, and I was a little bit of a hurry after I cooked them, so I shut off the grill instead of turning up the heat to burn things off. And the next day, there was still a bunch of grease on the grill. It hadn't carbonized at all. To my surprise, the nylon brush from Weber made quick work of that soft grease. It pushed it off pretty well and got to clean grates without too much effort. So in order to test it like I normally would, I then turned up the grill on high for a while, and it was at 650 degrees, and that carbonized everything inside of the grill. I let it completely cool, and I tried again. And the nylon brush worked okay. It actually did a decent job. It got to the point where it was good enough, though I pulled out the wire brush and it cleaned up all of the rest of the stuff off of there because it's more abrasive. And through that test, I learned that if you're having trouble with your nylon brush, maybe don't do that carbonization step at the end of your cook. Go ahead and just turn it off and you can clean it up the next day while things are still soft. And these results were a big surprise to me. I didn't expect much from the nylon grill brush that Weber's gonna send in response to that recall. So I pulled out one of my other ones, and I did the similar test on the same gunk on the grill, and it didn't clean as well. And a big part of that is because these bristles aren't nearly as stiff as the ones that come on the Weber grill brush. This one's much more similar to the metal one that they made, and that makes faster work of anything on your grill. The other benefit of these nylon bristles is they're bright red, so if one of them happened to break off on your grill, you're gonna see it instead of letting it get stuck on your food and eating it. I fully expected to trash on the cold nylon Weber grill brush, but it surprised me and it did okay. It is a reasonable replacement for your metal grill brush that Weber says you shouldn't use anymore. And if you're looking for information on how you can get your Weber metal grill brush replaced under the recall with one of these, check out this video right here and I'll go over that information.